Hi there, welcome to this listening exercise. What I'd like you to do is watch the video that you'll see in just a second. As the speaker or speakers are talking, try to identify or catch all of those pieces of vocabulary that you'll see on the left hand side. The vocabulary will be presented in order, so if you miss a piece of vocabulary, then please rewind the video and watch it again and listen carefully to make sure that you catch every single piece of vocabulary presented. All of the vocab that you'll see is vocab that you can either use in your exam English for FCE or CAE, or in your careers in terms of business English or legal English. This is wonderful vocabulary. If you don't know what this vocab is, make sure you learn those phrases and use them either in your exams or in your careers. And that's precisely why you'll see that this video is done for both cramtheexam.com and writtenlegalenglish.com. Okay. Go and do that listening exercise and see if you can catch all of those pieces of vocab.
Surprise gains for the PSE index at the end of Friday trade were not enough to prevent a second straight week-on-week loss for the main index. The index fell 1.5% for the week, nearly wiping away all of the gains for the month. The slide began after the PSE index rose to within 15 points of the 8,600 level. Nisha Alicer of DA Market Security says the index may have peaked for the year.
And I think it would be an interesting time to kind of look at the market and reassess your portfolio. We do think that having hit around close to 8.6 was a good peak for now. But during this correction, we would definitely recommend to buy on dips.
Meralco was one of the index gainers Friday after growing sales 10% in the first 9 months. Meralco shares gained over 1.5%. Victor Limlingan of Regina Capital, however, had some concerns with the low profit growth for the period.
Despite a 10% increase in revenue, we only see a 3% increase in profit. You'd expect most of the revenue to fall down. So clearly there have been increased operating costs. No? So that's something that we should further look into.
Foreign funds were net sellers for a fourth day in a row. Cement companies were among the biggest losers after another round of disappointing earnings. Cemex in particular suffered a rather steep decline. Both Cemex and Holcim saw profit fall 80% in the third quarter, while Holcim saw a slightly bigger drop in sales. Increased competition and higher costs were blamed. Cement has underperformed this year despite expectations government's Build initiative would drive demand higher. Alicer says it is time investors consider how well-positioned companies are to take advantage of the infrastructure push.
It just really depends on the company how they're going to maximize profit. So, for example, for Cemex, I think the catalyst would be the reason why they raised the IPO is to create a new line, create a new revenue stream. For now, though, they're challenged with limited capacity.
Investors will look to corporate earnings for direction over the next few weeks, but Limlingan says they are not expecting anything to spark the market.
We think there won't be any surprises, maybe more of meets. We think, in fact, we're not that aggressive. We're seeing the market maybe ending around 8.3.
Volume was low for the last 3 days. They are likely to stay low next week, with the All Saints and All Souls Day holidays interrupting trade midweek. Warren de Guzman, ABS-CBN News.
Good work. I'm sure you managed to catch all of those pieces of vocab. If you want to try more listening exercises, then come back to the YouTube channels for cramtheexam.com or writtenlegalenglish.com. Exactly the same listening exercises will be put up on both channels, so you can access them from 2 different points. If you want to improve your exam English and do more listening exercises in terms of your FCE or CAE, then go to cramtheexam.com. If you want to improve your business or legal writing, then go along to writtenlegalenglish.com and have a look at the resources we've got there.